Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
They hated him when he was active. They loved him when he retired and when he got a loss. They hated Tyson when Tyson was active. But once he got a loss and he retired, then they loved him.
Go watch Shannon, Sharpe.
You wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. I think you were like 27, 28 when you wanted to fight Pac. Why didn't that fight happen?
I don't, man, I hear so many excuses like they didn't want it. But Freddie Roach on the record saying he didn't want Pacquiao to fight for one. And I just think Top Rank wanted to protect Pacquiao because of the money issue. You know, that was their cash cow. And, you know.
Okay, but hell, you could have been their cash cow.
Listen, they don't think like that, you know. So they didn't want to mess up the money that they was getting from Pacquiao at the time. So other reasons, I don't know.
What weight were you guys gonna fight at?
140.
140.
Yeah. 140. So I fought Derry Jean, and they said, you know, that was the marketing tool. Crawford beat Derry Jean. He's gonna, you know, potentially fight Manny Pacquiao. Derry Jean was one of Pacquiao's sparring partners. I stopped Derry Jean. That's like, I don't know if I want to fight him. So I had to move on.
Do you believe you'd have been, had you fought Pacquiao, done what you thought you think or know you could have done, do you think that would have sped up the process of Bud Crawford being in the position that he's in currently?
Of course, of course. Like I said before, you know, I didn't have the Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, Sugar Shane Mosley, and those guys that was marquee names in the sport of boxing to pass the torch. Nobody passed the torch to Terence Crawford.
You took it.
Right. When you look at my career, I paved my own way. I didn't piggyback off of any fighter. You know, I fought my way up to the top. When you look at, you know, any fighter, from Floyd Mayweather to any of them, when Floyd fought De La Hoya, you know, that was a whole big thing. He wanted to fight De La Hoya, but Top Rank didn't want to give him De La Hoya, really, initially. But when they met up, you know, Floyd was the B-side, and, you know, he beat De La Hoya, and then he started rising to the top.
Why don't you think older vet great fighters want to give these young and up-and-comers an opportunity?
They want to protect their
I don't think
record.
it's that they want to give them, it's just the opportunity, you know. They pay you a lot of money probably for taking the risk, you know, and some older fighters want to test themselves and see if they still got it. And it's a business. Everybody know what we doing it for. Right. We like pit bulls. You know, you see a pit bull, they got their ring, they got their judge, and, you know, they got the crowd around them to send them out there to kill each other. That's the same way with us. You know, then this pit bull lose, they kick him out. I can't use you no more.
See,
you know, and the promoters, it's the same way. When you lose, the promoters don't want nothing to deal with you no more.
You know what? That's where I was going. Because it seemed, if you remember, if you go back and look at the 70s, they were heavyweights dominated. They fought. Yeah. Ali fought Frazier, and Norton fought this one, and Foreman fought that one, and Shavers, and so forth and so on. And then you had the 80s, and you had the Four Kings, and they fought. Why they don't want to fight? I mean, it's money. You can make money.
It's all about money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you look at the politics, they all say, oh, well, this promoter got these fighters, this promoter got these fighters. I don't want to share it with you. You don't want to share it with me. So I'm going to in-house all these fighters unless some drastic amount of money can come, and then we can both be successful on this fight.
Right.
But I don't want to give you leverage in your fighter taking my fighter's title. Now I don't have no title.
I don't have no leverage now. I don't have nothing.
So if I have 6 welterweight contenders like PBC had, and you got two. Well, yeah, two, because Manny Pacquiao left Top Rank and went to PBC. You got two, Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford. I fight Jeff Horn, they freeze me out. They fight each other while I'm just sitting there. Hey, man, I want to fight him. Nah, you on the wrong side of the street.
Wow.
I want to fight him. Nah, you on the wrong side of the street. Where the fuck did the wrong side of the street come in to play in the sport of boxing? You know, that's how it goes. But then when, you know, it makes sense, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, then the two parties can come together and make it happen because it's enough money.
Because so much money is involved. Yeah. Because I was looking at it like this, and it seemed like Floyd, and I love Floyd, but it seems like everybody's afraid to have that O, to have a 1 or a 2 where the O used to be.
Right.
Because so now, and like you said, like, bro, hey, the promoters don't want you anymore, and maybe people don't think you as good as you once was if you don't have that unblemished mark. But it didn't used to be like that, Terence. Ali lost. Sugar Ray lost. Hagler lost. Hearns lost. These guys lost. When did the O become the end all be all?
Floyd.
I think Mayweather, you know, and how he made it big to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like 47 and tried, 47 had failed, and then it got all the way to 50, and it's like, you know,
break Marciano's record.
Now I'm retired, unblemished. Andre Ward, unblemished. You know, Joe
Calzaghe,
unblemished. You know, and it's like when people look at him, they be like, man, that dude never lost before. You know, people can't say that. You know, a lot of people can't say that. When you look at it, like Ali, Roy Jones Jr., you know, all the greats back in the day, they lost.
Yes.
But that's something that Joe Calzaghe, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, they can say, I never lost.
Right.
So now when the kids looking up to them, they say, man, I want to be like, damn, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, because now society has shaped things to where if a fighter lose, they talk so bad about, oh, he's a bum. I knew he was overrated. Oh, y'all hyped him up, and now they got to hear it. But back in the day, they didn't have social media. You know what I mean? So all that wasn't in their face, but now it's in their face. They see it, they hear it, and it's like, you know, who want to go through that?
Right.
So fighters are like, man, they picking and choosing. Man, I don't want to fight him because, you know,
there's a chance.
Unless
the money's so
right. You know, so it plays a big factor.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
I don't know, but it'd be tough. It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad. Man, that boy bad.
What makes it? I mean, because I told people to say, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd.
It's counter-punching defense.
Trains,
bro.
I mean, it's his life, and from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best. And I look at Floyd. Floyd is not a naturally big man. So Floyd, like you, to get down to 147, you got to drop 20 pounds, 25 pounds.
No, he walked around there this way.
He ain't 140. He walked around at 150.
Yeah,
so he losing 3 pounds. Floyd going to camp for like 2 weeks, and he done made his weight.
Yeah.
But what makes Floyd the best, so unique, something that we have not seen before?
His defense, his instincts. I think Floyd had the best defense in boxing history.
Better than Sweet Pea?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know Sweet Pea has some defense.
But
Sweet Pea had defense, but he ain't that offense like Floyd.
I look at, I say he got more defense than Sweet Pea because he got hit less.
Yes.
You know, Sweet Pea had more head movement, so Sweet Pea was better at slipping punches, making you miss.
Right.
But Floyd on defense, like catch, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
You know, Floyd hands down. Then making you pay, catching counter, catching, slipping. You know what I mean? Like hitting you with shots that you don't see. Like that's where Floyd mastered. You know, hit and not get hit.
And you look at the people that he beat.
Yeah.
I mean, people are Just go back and look at those world champions from the Cottos and the Pacquiao, the Ricky Hattons, the Arturo Gottis. I mean, like 20 plus world champs. I ain't talking about they legit world champs.
Yeah.
And he beat them all.
And he was calling for them all in their prime, you know, so I don't know, man. A lot of people, they give him credit now, but they didn't give him credit when he was active. It's kind of like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
They hated him when he was active. They loved him when he retired and when he got a loss. Mm-hmm. They hated Tyson when Tyson was active. But once he got a loss and he retired, then they loved him. You know, everybody want to see you lose because they want you to feel like you more human than me. They don't want you to be,
They do want to see you lose
superior to other fighters, especially fighters that they like.
Right.
You know, so they just like, man, I don't like that guy.
Right.
I see so many people on social media say they don't like me.
Why?
But don't have a reason.
Right.
I don't like Crawford, but I hope him and Canelo have a good fight. Okay. What is there not to like about it?
Are they, maybe you run into the same thing, Floyd. I believe a lot of people started watching Floyd fights to see him lose. Do you think people tuned in to watch you lose, to see you lose?
Definitely.
But you don't care as long as they buy that pay-per-view, you good.
Hey, I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. You're not in the position that I'm in to even be on the same level of me. You know, and I don't say that in a cocky way. I say that in an honest way. Like, people at a basketball game, you talking stuff to LeBron James and you can't do half of what LeBron James.
Better know what you're doing when you're going on that mission. I know professional shooters and I get them niggas pissed. But for that drill, they walk down. My young niggas most so sick. I try to teach this bitch a lesson. That little bitches wouldn't list. I tired of lectures. Now I'm sending all these hoes to the tip. I put my city on loose way. Little bitch, check out my invention. When be all niggas get a bag, we heading straight to the dick. I'ma put some diamonds in my dick. Reach for my jewelry, I leave you crazy.